Hawk, Jim, and Glass move through the water with their guns aimed at the deer. Glass pulls the trigger. Back at the camp, Fitzgerald tells the men to wrap the pelts cleanly and tightly. The captain asks Fitzgerald how long the operation will take. "Tomorrow morning at the latest," he assures the captain.
Let's make sure we're ready to head out by dawn.
The captain is concerned that the loud sound might have attracted some unwanted attention. The one thing they were afraid of happens. Arrows riddle the air, and the men scream as they run for their lives. There is no mercy. The attackers move swiftly but silently. Many men get scared and try to run away, but get hit with arrows and die instantly. The rest of the men try to grab any pelts they can carry and scurry back to the boat parked near the shore. Even though they have guns and resources, they are forced to retreat. The chief of the Ree searches the burning remains of the poacher camp and realizes that Pawaka, his daughter, isn't here. The boat floats through the water. The captain asks Glass what they should do now. Glass says that they should try and find their way on land.
We gotta get off this boat.
Since the Ree would be waiting for them at the end of the river.
The only safe thing to do is track a new course back up on land.
Fitzgerald is skeptical of Glass's idea. He wants to stay on the boat since it's at least faster, even if risky. The captain decides to go with Glass's plan since he trusts his judgment.
We do like Glass says, that's the end of it.
The men get off the boat and set it loose in the river. Glass tells them that they have to hike to Fort Kahowa, but they have to hide the pelts here.
Best course is hike inland the Grand and follow it down to Fort Kyle.
Fitz is not happy about leaving the pelts.
Losing this boat is a goddamn mistake.
Fitz starts blaming Glass and his son for the attack.
Hey, you can quit polishing that rifle when I'm talking to you.
According to Fitz, since the man has been living all these years with the Pawnee Indians, he probably has also become a savage like them. In his eyes, there's only one explanation. Glass told the Ree where to find them. Things get heated, and Glass threatens to shoot Fitz, but the captain intervenes and stops the argument. The Ree finds the empty boat. They think that the men who are on that boat must have Pawaka. Meanwhile, in the forest, Glass and his men set up camp. The men rest while Glass scouts the surroundings. 2 grizzly cubs appear through the trees. The mother can't be far. Suddenly, he hears something behind him. It's not footsteps, not wind, but something huge. It's the mother bear. The silence turns into an explosion. The bear charges at Glass and starts throwing him around. Claws rip through his back and teeth tear his neck. Fighting back is useless. The bear is too strong. There's only one option left. Stop moving. Hold every breath. When the bear goes away, Glass grabs his gun and shoots the bear. The bear gets angry and claws at Glass's neck, which makes it difficult for him to breathe. But the fight isn't over. Blood gushes from his throat as he keeps swinging. With his last bit of strength, a knife finds the bear's neck. He finally kills the bear, but gets trapped under the bear's dead body. Thankfully, the rest of the men hear the loud sound and rush to Glass for his rescue.
Hey, win this, Sean. He's out here.
Life hangs by a thread. Fitz and the others suggest that they kill Glass.
Proper thing to do would be to finish him off quick.
But the captain isn't ready to let him die just yet. Darkness takes over as the captain begins stitching the wounds. He tells the rest of the men that they will have to camp here tonight.
Bridger, go tell the others we'll camp here tonight.
Somewhere deep in the forest, the Chief Ree brings the pelts to the French captain and takes 5 horses in exchange.
Carrying Glass will be hard.
Miles away, the men carry Glass on a stretcher until they reach a mountain that they have to climb. They can't carry Glass up the mountain and can't stay with him either. They have to make a difficult choice now.
Enough of this shit!
Glass, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Son,
Wait,
I can't do that.
how do we get back without him? Back! Dig it! How we dig it?
The captain decides to shoot Glass, ending his misery. But he can't bring himself to do it, and declares a $100 reward for each of the men who agree to stay behind and look after Glass until he gets better.
100 then. Just stays back with Glass to see this through. This man's the only reason we're still alive. Glass is to be cared for as long as necessary. He's earned it.
Glass recalls the day his home was attacked by colonizers, and his whole village was burnt. The men killed his wife, and his son was the only one who was left. That day, he promised to keep Hawk safe no matter what. Hawk, Jim, and Fitz agree to stay behind. And this is where the story takes a dark turn. The next day, Fitz tries to kill Glass as soon as he sees the opportunity.
I'm begging you, Glass. Them breed. They're so close now I can smell them. I know you'll kill all of us. All you gotta do is blink if you want me to do that. Save your boy and blink. Yeah. Through Jesus Christ.
Hawk tries to stop Fitz, and they both get into a fight. Fitz overpowers the boy and stabs him. He drags Hawk through the cold snow as his father squeals. Every second plays out in front of him, but his body won't respond. No scream comes out. His shattered neck won't allow it. All he can do is watch. After a few hours, when Jim comes back with some food, he asks where Hawk is.
Where's Hawk?
I haven't noticed.
The words are there, trapped inside a broken throat. Jim doesn't hear a thing. Fitz tells Jim that he doesn't know where Hawk went either.
He ain't with you.
The next morning, Fitz tells Jim that 20 Indians have come close to their camp and will be here soon.
About 20 of them down by the creek.
They have to leave Glass here and run for their lives. Jim is reluctant to abandon Glass. He gives Glass a water bottle and leaves.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
At that moment, something changes. Glass uses the few ounces of strength he has left to crawl to his son's dead body. Tears fall onto frozen ground as he holds his son for the last time. Somewhere in the forest, Jim starts to realize that Fitz might have been lying to him about the Ree coming after them. He points his gun at Fitz, demanding answers.
Tell me right now and be honest. Did you say it? You fucking lied to me?
Fitz tells him that he lied to him to save his life.
Glass was dead. Hawk we don't know about. God giveth. God taketh away.
There was no chance for Glass's recovery. Under the snowy trees, Glass finally accepts his son's death. Wrapped in the fur of the bear that nearly killed him, he forces himself to move. At the river's edge, water pours straight through the gaping wound in his neck. Gunpowder pressed against raw flesh. A spark. Then, searing, blinding pain. The wound cauterizes instantly. In the next few days, Glass gets better. He tries using a stick to hold his weight while walking, but he fails. The Ree following his trail find him at the riverbank. Arrows slice through the air behind him as he sprints toward the river. The river swallows him whole. Rapids drag him downstream. The current is brutal, but a floating log offers a brief moment of rest. Somewhere in the forest, Jim asks Fitz whether they did the right thing leaving Glass like that.
Can't help thinking about whether we did the right.
Fitz tells Jim that it is God who chooses their paths, whether they like it or not.
Good Lord's got us on the road, whether we choose it or not.
And whatever they did was needed for their survival. That dreadful night returns in his sleep. The fire, the screams, his wife's final breath. The nightmare wakes him up. A small fire, a caught fish, the first real meal in days. A thundering sound echoes nearby. Through the trees, a massive herd of bison. A wolf pack has already taken one down. Patience is the only weapon left. Once the wolves are done, the scraps will be his. When he wakes up at night, he sees that another Pawnee has also found the bison and is eating the meat. Desperate and starving, he approaches the stranger and begs for food. The Pawnee throws him a piece, and they both eat the raw meat by the light of the burning shrubs. The next morning, the Pawnee asks Glass about his wounds. Glass tells him that he was attacked by a grizzly bear.
Grizzly.
And his men abandoned him after killing his son. Pity crosses the Pawnee's face. He gestures for Glass to follow.
You move.
After roaming for a long time, Fitz and Jim reach the American settlement. Fitz tells Jim to keep whatever happened with Glass a secret.
Well, we followed orders. We just skipped the funeral part. Now, we did what we had to do.
You could at least build a cross or something. That's what we did.
Glad to hear you pulled your weight, Mr. Bridger. I knew you would.
Thank you for your courage. Thank you.
Glass and the Pawnee become friends. Pawnee takes good care of Glass. They plow through the snowstorm. Glass falls down from the horse. His body can't keep up with the infection. The Pawnee tends to him. He lights a fire and covers Glass's scars with medicinal herbs. A rough shelter rises against the raging storm, built by a stranger who owes him nothing. This man owes him nothing, yet he fights harder for Glass's survival than his own crew ever did. Morning light reveals a nightmare. He sees the Indian hung on the branch of a tree with a board around his neck saying, "We are all wild," in French. Once again, Glass is on his own. Glass sees a group of French soldiers nearby and figures out that they are the ones who killed the Pawnee in cold blood. One of the scouts informs the Chief that there is a sign of a camp heading towards the east. The chief tells the others to head out for the camp at once. There is a chance that Powaka might be with them. Meanwhile, at the camp, the French captain asks for the girl to be brought in front of him. This is the same girl, Powaka, who the Ree are looking for. Glass sneaks up to the camp and sees the French captain trying to violate the girl. In one swift move, the girl is free and a horse is stolen. Hooves pound the frozen ground as he rides hard, but the water bottle slips and crashes behind him. An arrow thuds into the bark inches from his head. No rest, not yet. Ree attacks him. They chase Glass and he falls down a cliff along with his horse. Luckily, the tree breaks his fall, and he stays alive even after the huge drop. For a moment, there is silence. Just the sound of the wind. Just breathe. Just pain. By all logic, this should be the end. But somehow, it isn't. Sadly, his horse didn't share the same fate as Glass and lies dead in the snow. Survival demands the unthinkable. A knife slices open the horse's abdomen. Warm flesh becomes shelter as he crawls inside the carcass to survive the night. Another night goes by. Each step carries one thought: Fitzgerald, the man who murdered his son. Revenge is the only thing keeping him alive. Back at the American settlement,
White man at the gate!
the French captain shows up and begs for food and warmth. He takes out a bottle. Jim recognizes it and asks where the captain got it from.
Wait, where'd you get this?
He tells them that this belonged to the man who attacked them.
He came to say he dropped it. I don't know. I don't see.
Thinking it could be Hawk,
It could be Hawk.
the captain assembles a search party and goes out to look for him. The search party goes out looking for Hawk, but finds Glass instead.
Hey, who are you? Glass. That's Glass. Glass. What happened?
Where is he?
Hey, Bridger.
The captain tells his men to bring Glass to safety while he hurries back to the camp to arrest Fitz for lying to him. When the captain comes back, he finds out that Fitz has stolen all the money from the captain's safe and has run away.
Where did he go?
Tell me.
Tell me. Texas.
Jim tries to explain his innocence, but gets thrown in jail for treason.
You said he was dead. Shut up. From here out, you're a prisoner charged with treason.
The truth finally comes out. Fitz murdered Hawk. Jim was telling the truth all along. There is no negotiation. Fitz must be found.
Bridger's telling the truth. He wasn't there when Fitzgerald stabbed my boy to death. He ran off, didn't he? I need a horse and a gun.
No.
The captain is hesitant to let Glass out there again, given his poor condition. But Glass insists that they won't be able to find Fitz without him.
I can't let you go back out there. I ain't afraid to die anymore. I'm going with you.
The captain agrees. Warm water, real food. Slowly, strength returns. Two riders disappear into the wilderness, one seeking justice, the other duty. Is it true that you killed an officer? Asks the captain.
Is it true you killed an officer?
Just a man who tried to kill my son, he answers quietly.
I just killed a man who was trying to kill my son.
The captain understands. The next day, they see smoke and think that it's Fitz. They split up to look for him.
I'm gonna head up to the west, go down to the east.
And then it happens. The captain finds Fitz hiding behind a rock and tries to shoot him, but gets killed instead. Glass hears the loud bang and rushes towards the sound. The captain lies motionless in the dirt, scalp gone. Fitz's work. Glass knows that this must be Fitz's doing. A plan forms quickly. The captain's body, propped upright on a horse, the perfect decoy. Fitz looks at the two horses from afar and shoots the captain's dead body, thinking it is Glass, but soon realizes his mistake when Glass attacks him with his gun. Fitz gets shot in the shoulder and tries to run away in the woods. One man is running, and the other refuses to let go. The chase turns into a free-fall as both men tumble down the slope. The gun is gone, nothing left but fists, fury, and a freezing stream. Fitz tries to talk his way out of this and tells Glass that Hawk kept on screaming and would have gotten all of them killed. He had to silence him. "You murdered him in cold blood," is all he says.
We had a deal, Glass. You and me, we had a deal.
That was no deal. You killed my boy.
Both of them start fighting aggressively. Nature watches them as they brawl under the white sky. Both of them injure each other really badly. It all ends with Glass winning the fight.
You came all this way just for your revenge, huh? 'Cause there ain't nothing gonna bring your boy back.
The killing blow is right there for the taking. But instead, he lets the stream decide. On the opposite bank, the Ree watch in silence, Pawaka among them. The Ree Indians spare him for saving the girl's life, but take the scalp of Fitz, who is still alive, thus ending his pitiful life. The river takes away Fitz's body, and Glass crawls away, dealing with the pain from all of the wounds. The current carries Fitzgerald away. The man who killed his son is gone, but the pain doesn't go away. Revenge did not heal him. It only kept him alive. And now, for the first time, now comes the hardest part, learning how to live again. A familiar face appears, his wife, smiling. Not because he won. He has finally avenged the death of his son. From being left for dead, to crawling through the frozen wilderness, to facing the man who murdered his son. Glass survives not because he is the strongest, but because he refuses to give up. In the end, revenge does not bring peace, but it brings closure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into The Revenant, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know which film you want next. Until next time, survive.